Hello everyone, it's Express Johnny here, and this is the Premium Tier 5 American battleship USS West Virginia BB 48. You can get hold of this ship for 10,000 doubloons in the warship store, and this is the upgrades that I use on my West Virginia. So I've gone secondary battery mod 2, then I've gone propulsion mod 2 on my West Virginia. So consumables, you get damage control party, you get repair party, HP per second plus 450. Consumable duration is 16.8 seconds, reload time is 80 seconds, normal consumables are free. Then you get catapult fighter, consumable duration 90 seconds, reload time 80 seconds, normal consumables are free. And you can get spotter aircraft, or you can put the enhanced secondary targeting on it as well. Stats of the ship, 52,100 health, armour fitness between 6 to 457mm, torpedo damage reduction is 37%. Then you get 4x2 406mm Mark IV guns, firing range is 17.2 km, reload time is 30 seconds, 180 turning time is 32.7 seconds. HE shell damage is 5,700, chances of setting fire is 57%, AP shell damage is 13,640. Secondary battery, you get 8x1 127mm Mark 19 Mod 6s with firing range of 4.8 km, reload time is 4.5 seconds. HE shell damage is 1800, chances of setting fire is 9%. Then you get 10x1 127mm Mark 7s, firing range is 4.8 km, then reload time is 7 seconds, and the damage is the same but the chance of setting fire is 6%. Then AA defense, you get 8x1 12.7mm Browning M2 Mod 2s, average damage is 30 per second, firing range is 1.2 km. You get 4x1 76.2mm average damage per second is 11, firing range is 3.5 km. Then you get 8x1 127mm Mark 19 Mod 6s, average damage per second is 58, firing range is 4.2 km. Maximum speed of this ship is 18.9 knots, turning circle radius is 670 meters, rudder shift time is 14.4 seconds. Concealment, detectability by sea is 13.3 km, detectability via air is 11.2. Then detectability, guaranteed detectability 2 km, then detectability while firing smoke is 13.6. Armour fitness, bow and stern is 40mm, torpedo protection is between 203 to 343mm, superstructure is 76mm, then the casement armour is 343mm, the gun mount, main battery mount armour is 229mm, auxiliary room armour is 19mm, then the citadel is 343mm. Overall this ship is agile, big guns, she's got 16-inch guns for tier 5, but she's slow. This is the captain build what I use, William Sims with Andrew Cunningham and Robert Gerrard, and this is the build. So before jumping into a battle, let me tell you a bit more history about West Virginia. USS West Virginia was the 4th general battleship of the Colorado class. Although the Washington was cancelled, she was the 3rd and the final member of the class to be completed. The Colorado, proven to be the collaboration of, was basically a standard type class battleship series built for the United States Navy in 1910 and 1920. The ships were essentially repeats of earlier Tennessee designs, but with significantly more powerful main battery guns, 16-inch or 406mm guns in twin turrets. The West Virginia was built between her keel laying in 1920 and the commissioning into the Navy in 1923. The ship spent the 1920s and 1930s conducting training exercises including the typical annual fleet problem with which provided vital experiences for the upcoming war in the Pacific. She was moored in battleship Rome on the morning of December the 7th, 1941, when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, what brought the United States into World War II. Badly damaged by torpedoes, the ship sank in shallow water, but was later refloated and accidentally was rebuilt over the course of 1943 into the mid-1944. She returned to service in time of the for the Philippine campaign, which has led a American line of battles at the Battle of Surigao Strait on the night of 1920 of the 24th to the 25th of October. There, she was one of the few American battleships that used radar to acquire targets in darkness, allowing her to engage the Japanese squadron, which was the final action between battleships in naval history. After the Surigao Strait, the ship remained in support, fighting during the Battle of Leyte Gulf, 1944. Then supported, in 1944. Then in the invasion of Leyte Gulf in early 1945. Sorry. The ship also took part in the Battle of Iwo Jima in Okinawa later that year. Following the surrender of Japan, she took part in Operation Magic Carpet, carrying soldiers home in 1946. She was decommissioned in 1947 and assigned to the reserve, where she remained until 1959 when she was sold for scrap. So that's a bit of history about USS West Virginia. So West Virginia was a Colorado class, one of four, but three was only built. So the West Virginia in the game is a Tier 5 with 16-inch guns. The only other Tier 5 with 16-inch gun is the premium Japanese battleship Mitsu. That's a Nagato class battleship, just lower tiered. So this is the map. So it's a Tier 4, Tier 5. So my viewpoint of the West Virginia, she's a good ship, but the only problem is with the West Virginia, guns are not very accurate. The guns can hit hard, but they're not very accurate. They shoot here, there, everywhere. So yeah, you have to be careful on what builds to put on the West Virginia, because the accuracy is not very good. So I'm going to head over to sea.
Battle starts.
To see what's all around. Probably will be a D-Day. So it's T-22 Mayhem, Emerald, Omaha, New York, Fuso, Bayern, Tennessee Ranger. Okay, not too bad. To be honest with you, the West Virginia is pretty good at tier 4, tier 5 when she's a high top tier, but when she's up against tier 6s, she struggles. So yeah, for tier 5 battleships in the American line, you've got Arizona, California, West Virginia. Is West Virginia better than those two? Probably not. The Arizona is very, very accurate. The California is a beast. She's a really, really tough ship to crack. But West Virginia, she's like my arm. Got to say that. She's not much torpedo protection. You can easily sit it out. But it's down to at the end of the day, it's down to the guns. The guns are not very good. So let's put up there. Push into sea.
Fighter airborne.
So we've got the Tennessee and the Bayern over here, so 2 tier 5 battleships. So let's see what we can do against these Tennessee and Bayern. See if we go out on the other side. So it's the Mayor. So the Mayor's just going to sit there. Casting.
Get back!
Please get back. Probably needs your support.
Teammate, I need your support.
Try and get them on the Omaha's. Got lucky
All
there.
forces, provide cover for that target.
So, see where this bine's coming from now.
Acknowledged.
Tennessee's coming up. So you look at that dispersion, it's here, there, everywhere. And what did we do? 1,300 damage. Try and back away. Let's see what we do about 4,000 damage. See that. There was a buying charge here. Upgrade on that. That's better dispersion. Only problem with that barrel is it take forever to get into this thing.
Attention, reporting to target.
And we're getting absolute slapped. So next in, bow on.
All stations, requesting fire on the designated
2K
target.
so far. That's much better. 50k damage.
The ship is on fire.
So
Thank you.
carries opens out. Tennessee's not going to take it. Wait until he turns broadside. Onto him. So he's got 14 plants.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
There's the mayor. 2 arc cruisers coming on. So let's charge the mayor now, get rid of the mayor. So there's two ships rammed into each other.
Problem solved, sir.
So the Mayhem's long. The Tennessee is long.
Attention.
Mayhem's dead.
Reporting the target
Tennessee's
position.
pretty low.
Our team is
Just
taking the
bite
lead.
now. So we've done 42k so far. Tennessee's dead
Enemy
battleship
destroyed. Our victory is in sight.
for now. It's 2,050k so far. So, at this moment I've just been sat on that flank and yes, our 2 cruisers are push around the back, pushing on the ball.
Our victory is in sight.
But it's like I said before, the guns are not very accurate. But when they do hit, they are hard hitting guns. 16 damage. As in 9,065 k's worth. Sound. Two ships flying. Got the win. So let's see where we finish on the team. Finished second. Basic speed of 1530. It's not too bad. XP 4,132. Hits 32 hits. 1 detected, 1 incapacitation, 2 destroyed, 1 secondary hit, 66,000 damage. With the West Virginia, you can do a lot of damage in it, but we just didn't have the right matchmaking because it was tier 4, tier 5, and if you have a look at my team, we only lost 1 ship compared to the rest of their team. The carrier only stayed alive on their team, So that's the Tennessee. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and leave feedback on the videos, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.